Well, hello, everybody. My name is Ryan Morris, and we're going to get started. I am so excited to be here tonight. Just one quick sound check. Tom, if you could message me and make sure that you see the stream emblem on the page and you can hear my voice. Just want to make sure everything's working. Tom, if you'll send me a message to say you can see the stream emblem and you can hear my voice, appreciate it. Guys, my name's Ryan Morris. I'm a national director. You are here tonight to see the Stream Energy and Cellular webinar. It's going to be about 30 minutes long, and I am so excited because we just kicked off our November promotion, which is absolutely one of the best I've seen in the last 10 years. Guys, a little bit about my history. I started this business when I was 25 years old. I'm 36 now. I started working it one day a week, part-time, because I was a banker. I met every goal the bank set for me for about 3 years. I couldn't get a raise. I was really frustrated with it. I started working this business one day a week for about a little over a year, and during that time, I was able to replace my full-time bank salary with my part-time income through this business stream. So about 2 years later, I was able to double my income with this business. And at the age of 28 years old, I actually walked away from the corporate business, and I've been with this company ever since. And guys, I've watched this company go from 10 million to 100 million to a billion to 3 billion to now we're $7 billion. We're debt free and we're hitting our national expansion in full stride. So the question is, how do you make money with it? Guys, I'm going to switch to our first slide, which shows the corporate office in the background. Tom, it says you see it now. That's great. We A little bit of history about Stream Energy. Who are we? Well, guys, this is not a question tonight of whether Stream Energy is successful. We are absolutely successful. We have over 1 million energy customers enrolled in our last 10 years. We've paid out over $250 million, hundreds of millions of dollars in commission, and we're the ninth largest direct selling energy company in North America. Guys, that's quite a statement considering deregulation hasn't even been around for 20 years yet, and we're an industry leader. Stream Energy, over the last 10 years, we have actually three different products. We have energy services, which is electricity and natural gas in the 6 states and Washington, D.C., that we can provide it in. We have mobile services nationwide, and the best part is we have partnered with two of the major four networks, which we'll show you in just a second too. And the last thing, protective services. In a world of identity theft, we offer basically like a LifeLock, like an identity protection that you can feel safe that everything in this day and age is protected in your back office. But again, we focus mainly on the energy services and the mobile services. Those are our premium products. So let's talk about how this works. Deregulated energy. Guys, most people think that like there's a different source of energy that comes to your house, but what deregulation really means in the energy sector is all the poles and wires are the same. It doesn't matter who you buy from, whether it's the monopoly or whether it's us or whether it's another provider. You get the same electricity, the same energy poles runs to your house. But if a power line breaks, everybody goes to their bill and flips it over, and you look and see one company comes out to your houses and fix the poles and wires, and everybody either works or it doesn't. So the good news for all of us is that really the only question is how much are you paying your price per kilowatt? And guys, because of deregulation, because we're trying to break up the monopoly, our price, Stream Energy, is one of the best prices out there, and and competition helps lower that price. It's a good thing for everybody that deregulation happens. Not only that we can profit from it, but we can also save from it. So if you look at the screen, we're currently in 6 states with energy products. We're in Texas, electricity; Georgia, natural gas. We went out there in 2008, and the entire Northeast with Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, New York. We've got parts of Washington, D.C. now that are deregulated. We're going to open up two more states, one, possibly two, in 2016. But just in those 6 current states, we've done over $7 billion in total revenue in our 10 years. But why were we excited? Because we just launched our mobile services, which is available nationwide. Guys, all of the states we can go into. And if you look at the screen, it's been really, really exciting because nationwide, there are four major networks that cover 99% of the United States, four major networks that cover almost everybody. Stream has partnered with two of those four networks. You'll see on the screen that whether it's Metro or Boost or Virgin, some of those other major companies, it doesn't matter who you're with really one of those four networks. You piggyback, you partner with, you're on the service coverage of one of those four networks. Now, the good news with Stream is we've actually partnered with both AT&T and Sprint. We have two of the four largest networks, which means you can get on either of those two networks. You can pick either plan. We have the flexibility of having both. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. But why did we choose mobile? Guys, Stream Energy and now Cellular has said from the day one, we are going to be a network marketing company of services. And if you think about it, I don't want products. Products are great. Network marketing companies of products are great. But in a down economy, are you gonna stop buying electricity or your phone, or are you gonna stop buying vitamins? You might stop going out to dinner some nights. You might cut back on your budget elsewhere. But I promise you, you will not stop buying electricity and you will not stop paying for your phone. Guys, what does that mean for us? If we can get it to you for a cheaper price, if we can get it to you at less cost, and you can get a residual in your pocket, it means we've got a business that can grow during a down economy. You'll notice why mobile by Stream on your computer. We're powered by two of the major networks. We've got individual plans. We have shared plans, family plans. We have low cost plans. And the best part is we have no contracts. It's not like we lock you in like the big companies do where you have to stay with us. You get the long-term pricing with month-to-month contracts. It's absolutely incredible what Stream's done. So we have all kinds of apps that support the phones. We know that once you get a phone and bring your phone over, whether it's an old phone that you've got from the past, which you're porting over your number, or whether you buy a new phone and bring it over, we have all kinds of apps that can help you do that. The device assistant, data calculator, the things that move all your contacts from phone to phone. We have a great back office system that'll help you do all those things. And of course, customer service is there to help you as well. But protective services, guys, in a world of identity theft, Stream, this is not really our major focus. This is a service we provide because it's needed. Our associates have found a lot of us, my mom included, have had their identity stolen in the last year. This just helps you provide identity protection. You get tech support if you have any computer problems, and the credit monitoring, which just makes sure that people aren't jacking your credit and stealing your social security number. It's a really great service that Stream offers. So how does this work? Guys, traditional advertising, when they go get customers, they rely on what we call hopeful advertising. Most companies spend a huge part of their budget in hopeful advertising. They're hoping you're going to see their commercial, you're hoping you're going to switch, and you're hoping that revenue is going to come back to their business. Well, what Stream has figured out is if we can not spend that budget, that hopeful advertising, wondering where our customers come from, if we take that budget and give it back to you, the customer, you, the associate, in residual income, in savings, then what we figured out is instead of all this hopeful advertising, this budget, we've gone back to the fastest form of advertising known to man. We've gone back to what's done best, what grows companies fastest. It's why social media is taking off. It's word of mouth. It's a friend telling a friend. It's why you're on this webinar tonight. Somebody went to you and said, hey, did you know not only we can save money, but we can profit from deregulation? Not only one of them, but two of them, electricity and phones. We can profit from this from a company that's already done it, that's teaching you how to do it. Guys, does it work? Well, yeah, we're all on the webinar tonight. We're the number one company. We're shattering records. Yeah, it absolutely works. So let's talk about a little bit more meat. Who is Stream? Well, we've talked about who Stream is. We've talked about where we've been. $7 billion in revenue. We've shattered records everywhere we've gone. We have both electricity. You can switch your bill over to Stream in those 6 states you saw on the screen, or we have cell phones. But how do you profit from this? Well, we have a system, and that system has been very, very easy to follow. It's a step-by-step system, and that system has created $7 billion. Guys, all we suggest is to utilize this very system of duplication. And let's talk about it. Let's go to step one. Well, our step one is a very simple business plan. We only do two things at Stream Energy and Cellular now. We enroll customers, and how much does it cost to be a customer? Nothing. If you choose to switch your bill to us, it costs you nothing. And we teach others to do the same. We enroll associates. We enroll business partners, people that want to make money with us. So let's break this down. Guys, it's $375 to become a business partner, to become an associate, a one-time cost of $375. That gets you all the associate support. That gets you business in a box. But most importantly, it partners you with Stream's licenses to get paid. It allows you to get paid residual income on both electricity, natural gas bills, and cell phone bills. So The only reoccurring expense we have in our business is $25 a month. It's $24.95 a month. That's for your website. Now, your website is your complete marketing system. It tracks your customers, it tracks your associates, it tracks when your checks are going to come, it tracks how big your residual check's going to be. Guys, all of this is your monthly fee of $25. I don't know of another business that can generate this kind of income with this little overhead. If you don't want to pay for this, you can just go in your back office and turn it off. But guys, I encourage you to keep it on because it's how we enroll all of our customers. So Stream Energy has four ways to earn. I say four ways to profit, four ways to make money with this company. The first is free. You can get your services for free. You can be a referral factory and get your energy, your cell phone for free. We'll talk about that in just a second. You can get personal customer bonuses. You can get team customer bonuses. And that last one, the most important, monthly earned income, you can get a residual check. And everybody just stop. I know I'm talking quick, but everybody stop and think right now. When was the last time you did not pay your electric bill or your cell phone bill? And guys, the answer is never. Even if you've been in hard times, even if you've been healthy, unhealthy, sick, at work, laid off, hard times, good times, you pay your electric bill and you pay your cell phone bill. And in times of need, you might go without. But guys, all the time you pay for this. And why am I really pressing this point? That last thing on the screen right there, monthly earned income. Every time someone pays their electric bill or their phone bill, you get paid. Imagine the power of that statement. You get paid every time someone pays their bill. This really becomes a recession proof business, residual income, recession proof. So let's look at this. Let's talk about how do you build your team. Guys, when you get started with Stream, the first focus is to go get customers. You need 5 customer points, and that will trigger your first one-time check of $100. If you go get 10 customers in your first 60 days, you get another $100. And if you get 15 customers in your first 90 days, you get a $200 bonus for a total of $400. Guys, why are we showing this right out of the gate? Because we want you to know your return on investment. It's $375 to sign up. You can go get $400 really quickly just by gathering a few customers. And you'll notice when you gather these customers, you also start getting free services. When you get your first 5 energy customers or 5 mobile customers, you get your first free service from Stream. If you get your first 5 mobile customers, you get $20 a month in Stream credits. You actually get a gift card worth $20. If you get 10 customers, you get $40 a month. And guys, I remind you, it's every month that comes. And if you get 15 customers, Stream sends you $85 a month. That's over $1,000 a year. And what that means is your cell phone bill. Guys, there's not a single plan, whether you pick either network and unlimited minutes, talk, text, everything, is still cheaper than $85 a month if you're a Stream. What does this mean? It means if you refer 15 customers in, you get your cell phone bill for free. But guys, we've talked a lot about free. We've talked a lot about customers. I want to talk about how to profit, how to make money. Why we're really on this webinar is to profit, how to make money. We've paid out over $300 million. Let's talk about how you be one of those people to receive a check. Guys, if you want to get more customers, I encourage you to get more business partners. This is how you start getting that exponential growth, that really big, fast growth that gets also really big, fast income behind it. So here's our simple system. Guys, everybody pay attention. If you've been listening to me, go get a visual on your computer. It's important to see this part actually on your screen. The first thing you're going to do is sign up for $375. Go to your sponsor's website, the person that brought you on this webinar, and sign up. When you do that, it's going to ask you for your website. If you look on the screen, the first 2 customers just turned to little computer screens. You now have 2 customer points, and all you need is 3 more. If you're in a state that needs energy, if you're in Texas and you can switch your high TXU energy bill, or if you're in Houston and you've got a Reliant bill, switch it over to Stream. If you're in the Northeast, you're in Pennsylvania, you're on PECO in the Philadelphia area, switch it over to Stream. It costs nothing. Guys, if you can switch your cell phone bill, switch it over to our AT&T or our Sprint plans. Guys, they're awesome. Our plans are guys, our plans, our savings is significant. Switch your own bill over, and when you do that, you get your first check for $100. Now, you'll notice on the screen there's actually 5 customer points there, but I want everyone to pay attention. This month in November, we have a promotion where you only have to get 4 customer points. That means you can switch your phone bill and your wife's phone bill, your phone bill and your neighbor's phone bill, your electric bill and your neighbor's electric bill, your electric bill and your neighbor's phone bill. Any two bills will count for your first check. Now, everybody pay attention back on the screen again. I know we're following along here, but look, you just got your first $100. You got paid. The second step in stream, and the most important, is to go teach two associates, two business partners, two people you want to team with how to do what you just did. When you teach them how to become a regional director, I mean, when to become qualified, get their first check. When you teach them how to get their first check, which means this month in November, they just have to get two customers, you get a check for $100 for each one. But when you sponsor two people, you make all of your money back and a Stream custom tablet. Now, guys, if you're looking at this for the first time in November, we have a promotion that's absolutely exploding our business. In November, right now, if you sign up in November and do what you see on the screen, which means you get two customer points, your phone, your electricity, two electricities, two phones, any two customer points, and sponsor two people, you make $1,000. You make the $300 you see on the screen plus a $700 regional director bonus. Now, guys, what that means is for $375, you almost triple your money. We are having people do that in days, weeks, and obviously within the 30 days to bid. But understand, you have to do it in your first 30 days of signing up to get that $1,000. Now, the most important thing, and guys, I want everyone to really think about this. Those two people on your screen, that man and the woman on there sitting there on the phone, and the guy with the arm crossed, you sponsored them. They're on your team. Do you think they want to make $1,000? And the obvious answer is yes, they want to make $1,000. So they are going to put in two customers and sponsor two business partners. When they do that, they will make $1,000. Now, this is the genius of our business. This is the engine that keeps our business running even when you go back to work. Here's the genius of it. You sponsor two credible business partners, two people that are successful, two people that you want on your team because they are go-getters, proactive people. They will go out and sponsor and grow your business whether you are there or not. Guys, this is the first lesson in network marketing I didn't understand. Getting paid when you don't have to be there. Everybody look back on your screen. You'll notice you get two associates and five customers. Everybody's going to go do that, two associates and five customers. Why? Because of the $1,000 carrot on the stick. Everybody here wants to make $1,000, right? So go get two customers and two associates. And guys, this is the way your business would look if it just filled out 5 levels deep. That's $445 residually. You've made $1,000. You've made a tablet. You've made residual income. You've got a team growing. Guys, now you've got a taste for what Stream can provide, and you're making $500 a month residually. You've made $1,000 in a free tablet, but most importantly, guys, most importantly, you've started a business that you can't stop even if you want to. We got associates, we got team members on fire right now. We got a new senior director, Tom Cave, out of Maryland. He's got promoting regional directors, managing directors. And how is he doing it? He's just teaching everyone on his team to go make $1,000. Keep it simple. Keep the newest associate running. I know people on his team are running to managing director, regional director, Richard Woodson out in Maryland. I think he's on the webinar today. He's doing awesome on this business. Guys, it's not about you. It's about what you start. Now, I want to look at this business and talk to those that really want to make a lot of money. Guys, look at your screen here, because if you want to make a little bit, you just do the minimums. 1, 2, and 5. Make $1,000, get a team going, make a little bit of residual. If you want to make a lot of residual, up the bar just a little bit. Instead of sponsoring 2 associates, sponsor 4. Don't get more customers. Keep the customers the same at 5, but look what happens to the residual passive income. Instead of $500 a month, now it's 12,000. And for those of you that really get blown away by that number, that say that'll never happen, I understand where you're coming from. I used to be a banker. I didn't understand the power of network marketing, the power of networking, of exponential growth, of a few real leaders getting other leaders and teaching the power of how a business can really run. Guys, not only are there people that are attaining these numbers, there are people in our company that are blowing these numbers out of the water. Our number one income earner is making over $250,000 a month. We have brand new people that are barely making a couple of dollars a month. The question is, how much do you want to make? Everybody's results vary. Everybody's team is different. Everybody sponsors a different number of associates. The question is, how big does your team want to get and how fast do you want to grow? Guys, if only 50% of your team of what you see on the screen happened, it's still $6,000 a month. If 90% of what you did failed, 10% of it happened, that's still $1,100, $1,200 a month. Guys, that's over $12,000 a year, and you're a 90% failure. I encourage you to reach up as far as you can go, and even if you fail, you'll still be left with a few people who can still run. Guys, this business is it's not a sprint. It's not about making a ton of money right out of the gate. If you think this is a lottery ticket, you're in the wrong business. This is a long-term residual vehicle to help create wealth. And to create wealth, it's one step at a time, sheet at a time, get one customer at a time. But here's the power of it. It's residual. Every time someone pays their phone bill or their electric bill, you get paid. And I keep saying that because at some point you will wake up tonight and you'll be sleeping in your bed and you will wake up just like a light switch went off and you will say, I get it. I understand. Getting paid residual income is not the secret to life, but it's a secret to life. Getting paid over and over again means it frees your time and it gives you the money to enjoy your time with the ones you love. Guys, it doesn't solve problems, but it certainly helps out. And what Streams realized is the higher you go in this business, the more they'll pay you. They reward leadership. They reward you for doing more work. If you help one person do a UN2, if you get your $1,000, you become a regional director. From that point on, every time someone joins your team, you get a bonus. Every time someone joins your team. You help two people become regional directors, you become a managing director. Guys, managing directors are such an important position because now you understand how to support people, how to be a leader. Not only are you doing the work, you're teaching the work. And in this business, Stream rewards for being a teacher. If you can teach people how to be successful, you will be successful beyond your possible. And the more people you can help, the more it will come back to you tenfold. Managing directors, you help two people become managing directors. Senior directors is where you can put together a $100,000 income. I'm not saying you will, I'm saying you can. Guys, senior director is where it's possible. It's like having your degree and saying I can now go get that job that allows me to get that income I want. It's possible at senior director. Whether you'll do it is up to you. Guys, we have huge senior directors that are making more than executive directors, and we have some senior directors that aren't doing anything. It's up to you how much you want to make, but you do get a senior director cruise. That cruise is coming up in December. I know Tom, who we just talked about, is actually going on that cruise. We've got several in Round Rock that are going on that cruise as well. And when you help 5 people go on that cruise, you become an executive director and get top 50 income earners get a Mercedes Benz. It was so nice this weekend. My mom, Martha Troy, top income earner, just qualified for the top position, that national director. And in order to do that, you got to help 3 people become executive directors. And Charlene Day out of Maryland, I'll tell you that Maryland group's hot out there. It's a different team, but Charlene Day flew in actually this last weekend and was honored up at the corporate office with mom getting the Tesla. Charlene's on her way to the Mercedes. Guys, we have executive directors promoting here in Round Rock. I'm in Austin. I can't even switch my own energy bill and was able to get to the executive director and now national director level. But guys, whatever level you're at, I want you to understand this is not a race. It's about putting together long-term residual passive income that will pay you whether you're there or not. And guys, our company's been around a decade and we're going to be here a lot longer. We've done 7 billion. We're looking at 10 billion, 15 billion, and obviously much more beyond that as we grow into these years and open nationwide. But I'm a huge believer in setting you up for success, not failure. Everybody look at your screen one last time and understand that in this business, your residual check takes time to grow. It actually trails you. Your residual check is small at the beginning because you're chasing that bonus money, that $1,000. You're chasing the leadership income as your team grows. But at some point, your exponential growth kicks in. And when you switch a customer, they have to pay the rest of that month with their current provider. Then they switch to Stream for a month. And then when they're with Stream, they pay Stream, and then we get paid. But guys, it takes time for that residual to come. So at the beginning of your business, you're chasing bonuses. And then at some point, your residual overtakes that bonus money. And month after month after month, when people are paying their bills and your residual's growing, at some point, your residual check overtakes those bonuses and it just hockey sticks way up in the air. It looks much like that chart, but you got to stay in long enough for that time to happen. You got to stay long enough to be diligent enough to see that growth happen and find some leaders. I always ask people, how long have you been doing what you do for a living right now? I mean, what are you doing for a living right now? And how long did it take you to do it? People think that they join network marketing and they think it's just going to be success overnight. Oh, I know how to do those things. Well, no, you don't. You got to take a little bit of time to learn training. I'm not saying learn electricity. The electricity part's easy. We're cheaper. It's safe to switch. Nothing changes. Guys, cell phones, everybody understands the Sprint and AT&T networks. They're awesome. They're great. And we've got a great price. So once you understand that point, all you got to understand is how to build teams and get a little training. Learn how to do this business. Invest in yourself. And guys, what'll happen is over time, you will start to attract leaders. Your team will start to grow. And it's amazing what happens when you have passive, residual, long-term wealth and you don't have to be there to get it. I'll close with this final story, and then I'm going to go over the promotion. I had the privilege of just getting married about 6 weeks ago, September 26th. It's the happiest day of my life. I just got married. My beautiful bride, Lacey, and I got married, and it was so amazing because I worked this business for 10 years. And right before we got married, we were planning our honeymoon. And I said, Lacey, where do you want to go for our honeymoon? And she looked back and said, it's such a pleasure and honor to have residual income and to say, let's go anywhere in the world you want to go for as long as you want to go. And when we come back, we'll have a business that's bigger than when we left. Just because we're gone and getting married and going on our honeymoon doesn't mean that people at home are stopping building their associates and their businesses and really striving in theirs. And guys, what it tells me is that when you're healthy, it makes me want to work harder. Because when you're on vacation or you're sick or you really need this, that's the times when you need to be with family and you need to be with those loved ones that need you. But when you're healthy, when you're able to put this business together, run like crazy, build a huge team so that God forbid you ever need it or you just want to take a vacation. It's there and you don't have to worry about it. Guys, to sum this up, I want to talk about it is November 2015. We are at the beginning of November. We have a huge month right now, lots of bonus money. Guys, stick around and look right here because I'm going to show you how it works. So here's the deal. In November, if you sign up actually between October 16th and December 31st, the bonus money for getting your actually, first, if you look at the screen, instead of 5 customers, it's 4. So if you see on the screen, it's 4 customer points, which means your website counts as 2, and you only need either 1 cell phone, 1 energy, 2 energy, 2 cell phones, a protective services and energy, any combination of 2 customer points, and you sponsor 2 associates who do the same thing. Instead of that 30-day RD bonus being what it is, now it's $700, which means a new associate can make $1,000. And on that email I sent out, how do you make $1,000 in your first 2 weeks? Get 2 customers, which can be yourself. And guys, I'll give you a week to call 2 people and a week to put them in. But that's being generous. How do you make $1,000 in 2 weeks? You just call 2 people, 2 associates, 3 people, get your customers and put in your associates. You can make $1,000 with that regional director $700 bonus. But that's not all. That's not all the money. Everybody look at your screen. If you promote to managing director in your first 90 days, it's $2,500 in addition to the $1,000. That's $3,500 in your first 90 days. If you're a senior director, it's $5,000 in addition to an executive director, it's $10,000. So guys, if you promote to managing director or senior director in your first 180 days, it's 700 plus 2,500 plus 5,000. And not to mention, you've started a business with residual income that's going to pay you for as long as those customers are. Guys, now's the time to really build. November is an incredible month. November has huge bonus money. If you're brand new, it's the time to run. But if you're old, if you're an associate that's already in, don't forget we have the promotional contest going on. Right now, we have a contest. If you're a regional, managing, senior, executive, or national director, you can participate in the contest. And I encourage you to go to your back office to see how that works. But there's over $200,000 in extra bonus money that's there that wasn't there before. So help the newest person get their $1,000. And guys, run after that contest promotion. Last thing I'll say is this webinar right now will be recorded tonight. I'm going to move this over to our website, morrisresidual.com. Again, my name, Ryan Morris. It's Morris, Morris, residual, residual.com. This webinar will be on morrisresidual.com tonight. If you want to show it again, make your $1,000, go to that website and watch the video. You can show this as many times as you want to. I encourage you guys, please, the next 10 years is going to go by as fast and as awesome and as amazing as the first 10, except I'm predicting over $7 billion this next run because we're proven. We've got success. We made an A plus in the Better Business Bureau last quarter. We've got the records to prove it. All we need is the people, the leadership to take us to the next 10 billion. Guys, I'm so glad you were on the webinar tonight. We'll see you soon. And I'll make sure to go to morrisresidual.com and you can watch it again. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.